Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Last we met, we were just getting through defeating the 21-day horde, and we got a little sample of a cop coming in and exploding in the pit that we've created here. I think what we may do moving forward is expand this base just a bit and see what we can do with it to improve it, to make it a little more horde worthy. Just kind of assessing inside the pit, getting an idea of maybe the direction we can move in, and I think it's going to be that direction. I think we're going to move that way with the pit. So that means we're going to have to destroy our forges and our storages down there to expand it in order to be able to have the repair system underneath, which is not necessary now, but I believe that it will be moving forward. So we'll want to have that little bit done. We'll want to get some more concrete and steel. We absolutely want to get our steel up and going. Look at our tree farm. Wow. All right, it's coming along nicely. Trees are growing there. Our garden over here is now completed. I think I'm actually going to create a second cement mixer as well. That way we can have one that is specifically for fertilizer, and the other one for cement. I'm going to create one of the... Oh, I have some right here. Gosh, it's another one of those late episodes, ladies and gentlemen. But it is a good time for me right now to get one done. So we need 30 seeds. So let us make potato seeds by 30. So now we're starting to get a little leftovers from our garden, which is going to enable us to start making meat stew. That will in turn raise our wellness by leaps and bounds and get us on the track to 250 with the 5 points and health nut as well. So it's a bit much. Let's go. We did 30 with that. Let's go 60 with the corn seed. Okay, so we have 30 seconds left. You know, we can probably go ahead and destroy this chest. It's just sort of sitting out here in the open. It's a shame you can't take a forge apart. So we have two good forges sitting right here. You know, I've never tried to wrench a forge since Alpha 15. Let's see what happens. Boy, it has a lot of hit points. So this is new. I'm guessing you're gonna salvage something back out of it. I just don't know what. I'm kind of surprised. I'm sure some of you watching have done this before. I have not, so I don't know exactly what to expect at the end, if it's just gonna go away. It's a little bit slow with this particular wrench being a poor quality. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get ourselves a better wrench. Also have to sort out all of this mess at some point. See what we have, what we got for that 21-day horde. Okay, so we have a fully repaired green wrench now versus the orange wrench we were using a moment ago. Let's see if that works a bit faster for this forge. And then I'm going to test something else on the other forge, since these are just kind of wasted forges anyway. Okay, so it's taking 10 a time now. Maybe that's all it was doing before. The other forge, I'm going to hit it a couple times with a stone axe and get the hit points down on it first, and then see what happens if I wrench the last few hit points off of it, because maybe we can just kind of beat it down so it doesn't take so long to wrench. This is absolutely not necessary. This is just for science, folks. It's just to see what happens. I could go and make several more forges right now, but I'm kind of curious. They do give you the ability to wrench this forge. What will actually happen when we reach 0 hit points? Will it just destroy it and give us maybe some stone or something like that back, or is it going to actually give us the forge? Never actually tried this, and anytime I've needed to replace some forges or move some around, I just make new ones because it's so easy to come across the necessary items to do so. But this may help you in some way, you know, throughout the game if you're kind of wanting to move a forge, if that is in fact possible. Let's drink ourselves. We don't have goldenrod. We'll drink some water. That'll boost up our stamina back up. Still just 10 a click. So let's look in the bottom right here in just a few moments and see what pops up for what we get for wrenching this forge. Some of you are probably like, look at this fool. Here we go. We get the forge. That is awesome. Incredible. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. Okay, so I'm assuming that a fire is the same way. You can absolutely wrench anything in the game, ladies and gentlemen. I am very, very impressed. All right, so we're going to take a stone axe, and here's another test. We are going to get this thing down to a very low amount of hit points. And then we're going to wrench the last few hit points off of it. We may actually need to repair it once we put it back together or set it back up. So much faster way of doing it right there is by depleting its hit points before you try to wrench it. So we actually do have some more wrenches right here I could combine, but we're not going to do that right now. That was just a little test for science, just to see what would happen. I'm very, very pleased to see that that is a thing in the game. Maybe not very realistic, but very useful. You know, when you're early game and you really can't afford to lose your forge, instead you have a wrench, and you can just wrench that bad boy and stick it in the new location. So we'll remember that moving forward on my server and in different games that I play, that I can in fact wrench a forge if I don't have the necessary items to craft another one. We can just wrench it down. Okay, so 2 rows of that should be good. Now we're going to take the seed for the corn. We're going to plant 60 of these, so we'll have a ton of corn. Probably start making, gosh, I don't know, some cornbread or something. But maybe even some fuel. You know, corn is just kind of easy to multiply, being that you get so many per each one. So get this planted down. 20 left. Excuse me, and we're gonna move on to something else for the day. Have not decided. Just sat back down and I said, you know, I'm going to continue documenting what I am doing. I have not quite decided what it is that I'm going to do with this playthrough. You know, should I continue it or what? But I guess you'll find out if you're watching it now. Then I guess I decided to continue it. So let's run back into the base. We're going to take our forges and our campfire in there. I might as well take these 2 wrenches in with us as well. See what's in here. Some military fiber. We're going to be making some of that soon when we start salvaging the hazmat gear that we're getting from those hazmat zombies. Some of the military gear that we find. I'm not too fond of any of that stuff because it does take you, does make you hot. And I don't like anything that overheats you. I typically stick to the iron armor, being that it cools you down. I like that a lot. Let's read this stuff. Might be able to combine our mining helmets and make a better one. We'll do that. We could probably go to the vendor, sell off some of that kinds of stuff. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and scrap this. I don't use submachine guns, so we'll scrap that. We're going to read you. And read you. We cannot do anything with those. They're just going to be trash. Very cool. Well, I hope that at least some of you did not know that you could scrap the forges. And maybe I taught you something new. Something you didn't know. I learned a good many things from things that you all say. Of course, you all have been giving me feedback. You know, do this and do that. I don't want to take some of the, I don't know the word. I can't think of the word I want to use right now, but I pre-record these episodes. When you watch an episode, I'm about 15 episodes ahead of where you all are watching. So, I apologize if that takes some of the excitement away or some of the, I'm kind of doing it as you're watching kind of thing. But, yeah, I'm a good little ways ahead of where you all are at now. But I have to do that based on my schedule, the time that I have allotted to make these videos. I don't always have, I can't always sit down and play every day. So I just have to get it done when I can get it done. And if time allows me to get, 3 episodes done in one sitting, then I have to do so. So we're going to put the wrench in here. We're not going to combine those quite yet. May need one for another workbench. I absolutely want to get that second cement mixer going. We're going to put our salvaged forges right there. That is awesome. So we'll only need to make one. We'll put our hazmat shirt in here. We are going to have to make some temporary storages. And right now I'm going to take this out. I'm going to turn you off until I can get that going. Okay, we're going to need to add a little bit more wood to make that completely happen. That's fine. This one, we can make steel. 117 steel. How much clay can we get out of there? 1,200? Okay, let's do that. Let's get that in going. Then the brass. And we're not going to worry about that little bit of clay there. I want to make sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure I am. I looked at it from above. I know it sounds like a lot to take on, but when you're doing this type of thing, I didn't plan to be expanding in this manner. But, I'm not going to destroy this stuff quite yet. I'm going to leave it all in place. I'm not going to move the storages over quite yet. But I do want to get it all prepped. So when I need to, all it just takes is a matter of moments. And matter of fact, I need to get rebar and We'll take the cement that's in here out, so we have 1,800 of that on us. It's feeling kind of dark in here. Just leave that thing on all the time, and I forget about it. So, gonna need to make ourselves a steel axe here soon. Did we put anything in there? No, we didn't. Okay. So the 3 wide is gonna be fine. I don't think I want to stray away from the 3 wide, but I do want to make it longer. So kind of let you all see what I do when I'm working on a project such as this and changing things up. Very time consuming, but you know, it's fun. I enjoy remodeling and terraforming and all the things in this game, so it's not a big deal for me. Some would say, oh, I can't believe you're going to try to redo all that, and but it's fun for me. So we're going to take this one down as well. So we have a reinforced above us. The last thing we will do is that uppermost layer we'll take out. Okay, good, good, good. One more. Okay, so let's get our frames on our belt. We have right now 3, it's 5. Let's do another 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That would give us 1, 2, 3. I want to get 9 more spikes, so it's pretty simple. The spikes would go from there to there. That would give us a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That would give us 9 more spikes. Expand it a bit without getting too terribly large, but it will give us more area to kite the zombies around in. And that's kind of what we're looking for with this. Okay, so this is going to be our pillars right here. Just trying to get a mental image of what it's going to look like. And I tell you what, let's make a steel shovel. I don't see why I stick with this old shovel we've had for a while. Sounds like that screamer just ate it up there on the spikes. We're going to scrap this stuff here. We almost have a full suit, though, from head to toe that's yellow. We'll scrap it all, though. I probably scrap the one that I combined down there as well. Takes a while to scrap this stuff. But you get the military fiber, and that does stack well, and I can sell that to a vendor. We won't worry about the other stuff, the clothes, lots of sweatshirts. Boy, there were a lot of those types of zombies in that last horde. So yeah, the screamers are going to be screaming it up with all of the forges kicking like we have here. Gosh, food. Put the potatoes there. You know what? I probably should have put those cooking pots in there. And then we could... Okay, there's some military fiber that just got done. We're going to make ourselves some meat stew, ladies and gentlemen. Fisher Price, my first meat stew. Very good. Happy about that. That's a quick way to ensure your wellness is going to go up. Be pretty cool if you could include the goldenrod tea along with it somehow and even boost it more. I'm sure there's a mod out there or something for that. So we need some wood in here for that. Did she fall in the pit or what? 27's 5 minutes, so we need just a little bit more wood. There we go. We're going to put our cooking pot in here as well. Take a drink of this. Put it away and that away. We can put our corn back in here. You know, and I meant to say this before, this is not the approach that I will typically take. What I do is pretty boring to watch. It's fun for me. You know, I love the game and I love all of the grindy aspects of the game. But the way I normally play, you all wouldn't enjoy it. So I have changed the style of play, that the way that I usually approach the game a bit, for a more enjoyable experience for you all. So I hope you kind of understand that, and I'm sure you do in some respects, that the game can be played so many ways. It's going to be hard to hear me now with all of these zombies screaming. But I absolutely changed the way that I play to make this a little more... For example, when I was up there, you know, with the screamers, and I was just letting them spawn tons of zombies and, you know, swinging like a cowboy. I don't normally play that way. I kind of hunker down in my bunker, do lots and lots and lots of mining, and that's not very enjoyable for you to watch. So I try to stay away from doing that on the regular. Some of it we have to do, we have no choice. But certainly if we have the choice, I'm going to go, you know, make it more enjoyable for you all to watch. And so that is, I struggled a little bit, especially early on, trying to make it, thinking about how I could make it a little more interesting for you all to watch. And I really appreciate all of you just kind of, I didn't mean to upgrade those like that. It's okay. But I appreciate you all hanging in here and looking at these videos and giving me the positive feedbacks. Really, you know, it means a lot. And I thank you. So let's take a look at our skills. We're going to go for a minor 69er in 13 points. So it's still a bit away. I tell you what, let's break out Old Bad Boy down here. We have not done that yet. I have some gas. I don't see why we should hold on to him any longer. Let's get crazy with it. Let's just fuel her up. Nice. So we need these pillars here. So 1, 2, 3. That's going to be that. 3. So our pillars are going to extend down this way. Okay. This will come out easily. You know what? We may better save that auger for when we're mining for stone. This is going to be easy to do right here, and I'm not going much further with it. So let's see. Sorry about the hesitation here. Just kind of laying it out in my mind and how I'm going to do it. So let's try to count this out here. So if I did my math right, it is late, ladies and gentlemen. So if I didn't, forgive me. We are going to have to take these pillars out here. That kind of stinks, but like I said, you know, it's just part of remodeling, part of getting to the next phase. We are going to put a concrete block there and a concrete block there. So once again, we're adding more square footage to the pit to be able to kite the zombies around, because I'm expecting the 28-day horde to have several cops, if not more than several, and I want to be prepared for that. I want to be prepared to you know, absolutely kite those things around if we lose some spikes and that type of thing. It's cheaper just to upgrade this stuff from rebar than it is to do it from wood. Check that one more time before we... Another screamer, but we're going to expect to get multiple screamers due to the fact that we're doing all of those forges. And from now on, I'll have more square footage down there. I'll put my forges on the side so we can keep extending this pit. Man, it sounds like she's tearing down the world up there. Okay, so let's make some... What we don't have any of that I probably should have done before I made all of this steel. Rebar. That's okay. I think we have enough. I think we have enough rebar. We have 55. That should be a good number for what we're going to do here. So let's take a look at what this looks like in the layout. I told my wife earlier today, she asked me if I was going to continue with the playthrough now that we've made it through 21, and I was like, you know, I haven't decided. And she and I talked about maybe continuing it just so you all could see me create some grand project, some large project. And so maybe we do kind of see what time will allow. I did finish up one project tonight, the base that I had been working on for the stream that we did. I finished that, and what did I do with my pickaxe? Did I take that thing out? Goodness. So I'll be previewing that here soon. I'll have a video for that very, very soon. We need to make a new pickaxe as well. We're going to hold on to that auger just for the time being. And take this steel. Get another steel pickaxe going. You know, because why not? And we'll go up here. So that's going to look good. That's going to be exactly what we need. That extends it. You know what? I'm not thinking right. I'm not doing the math right. I only need to go out to here because that's 9 with that. So the pillars would actually be right here. Okay, so we'll just fill this back in with some stone or something. You know, we'll maybe make the wall go all the way down there. We're going to have to go back 2 anyway. We're going to have to get 2 away from the... So we're going to have to build all of this up first before we take this down because, you know, we don't want zombies falling in here on top of us, especially with the forges going. Matter of fact, let's look at those forges and see what they're... Okay, that one's done. Take that wood. This one is done. Take that wood. Take that clay as well. And this one is done. That's all a stone. So that was pretty fast, you know. We got all of those resources out quickly. It doesn't take long to empty those. I'm kind of surprised, really, at how quickly we were able to get all those resources out. And for right now, we're going to stick them in their appropriate places, but we'll have to, you know, shift that around pretty soon. Some of you say, I can't believe you got calipers on like your 3rd day or whatever. And that's not the first time I've heard that. Many times there have been a good many of you that say, oh, I can't believe you have calipers and I'm on day so-and-so. But I have never had a problem finding calipers. It's funny. The game knows that I'm not going to make bullets. And I'm pretty sure the calipers, you know, that's all it's good for. I don't make bullets, and so it always gives me those stupid calipers. I need an anvil, you know, but you can make one of those, so that's not a big deal. We'll put our fuel here. dirt fragments. So we have our pillars right there. This should be done. Yep, it's done. So we're going to combine these two to make a 278. Is that worth it? Not really. That's what we're going to do, though, just so we can go with it. So I'm going to take that auger here this evening, and I'm going to auger some of that stuff downstairs. So how can I do this that's the safest, most efficient way of doing it? We're going to have to take this out as well. But I have to be careful. I don't want this to fall in on me either. Hoping that wouldn't fall all the way in from the surface there. Okay, so good. Now we need to take these out. You know what? I better do this first. Let me triple and quadruple check what we have here. So there'll be a spike there, a spike here, a spike here. That'll give us an additional 9 pillars here. Let's go ahead and nail it. Right. Down below, we can do our work from down there. How could I do that? Let's make some quarter pillars real quick, or some quarter blocks. We'll need, let's see, 9 more of those. So our pillar is going to be boom, boom, boom. Like so. All right. And I absolutely want to get these pillars upgraded to steel by the time the next horde arrives. I don't want to take a chance of 6, 8, 10 cops falling in and not having steel prepared. So this is going to be a little time consuming, isn't it? I could almost use that auger for this. I hate to do that. Let's see what the auger does to it. I know it's going to probably attract some zombies. Okay, that's faster. Sorry about the noise, folks. Noisy, noisy. Sorry, I know I did not prepare well for this. I did not prepare myself for this very well. But tell you what, we really don't even have to take those upper blocks out if we didn't want to. We certainly aren't going to do it right now. Let's get our quarter blocks to line up with these. Like so. And we're going to have to to take that other block out. We're just doing this bit by bit. Not a big deal. Okay, so those go down pretty fast without using the auger. Kind of want to save that auger. We don't have a lot of repair kits. We could make some, but I want to save that for when we mine. As a matter of fact, before I do any of that, before I take any more of that down, let's do that. Let's see what we can get with this auger in that sweet spot that we found down below. Let's try to get some... let's see where I can put some of this stuff. We'll put our dirt in here. We'll put our bandages in here. Give ourselves a little bit of space. Animal fat in there. Stone and sand in there. So our auger is decent quality for where we're at in the game. Let's see what kind of fuel I have. Let me think about fuel real quick. Let's look at the gas for the chem lab here. I'll go get some oil shale from the desert eventually. So we need biofuel. I don't make it this way very often at all. I typically make fuel out of oil shale only, but you know, I have collected a little tiny bit of this. We'll make biofuel by 98. Let's get the wood going and see what kind of time that takes. I'm guessing it's probably a very time-consuming process. Not too bad. 9 minutes, 10 minutes. All right, now let's go down to our mining area and hope that those zombies drop in to visit. Since we have that chem lab burning, I'm sure that may attract some. And pray that this doesn't cave in on us. I might have to do some supporting down here on this. Apologize about the noise. last little bit here. All right. Well, that's all she wrote for that. We'll try to go to the desert biome here pretty soon and get ourselves some oil shale and work on some repair kits as well. I have sort of lost myself in this bit of a maze here. Make sure we didn't miss any iron. There we go. Some more iron. Just trying to clear out that gravel. Of course, we need plenty of stone and sand too, but just trying to clear out that gravel because the iron will hide behind that gravel a lot of times. So we picked up a couple thousand stone, you know, a little bit of iron. Not much, but we didn't have a whole lot of gas. That auger really goes through the gas. But with all the corn we have, with oil shale right around the corner from us, we'll go on a hunt for that here soon. Let's get back up here and see if we can't repair this base or expand this base a little bit. Before I do that, let's get our storage in order here. We're just going to stick all this stuff in here for now. Because what we're going to have to do, folks, is we're going to have to transfer storages. I'm going to have to create some storages. And then we're going to have to transfer those bad boys. We'll put our auger in there as well. Leave that little bit of concrete there. We don't need that or the repair kit. We'll put that by the thingamajiggy right there. Don't need that stone axe or the wood spikes on us anymore. We'll leave all this stuff in here just to be safe. Let's see. Okay, so let's take a look at how we're going to do this. So we don't have a lot here. That will all stack and we can get that out of there quickly, just like so. Okay, that is that. Pretty much everything in here stacks well. A few rows of items we'll have to take out. Accumulated a decent amount of brass so far without really looting a lot of brass. I don't loot a lot of that. And then most of this stuff will stack as well. And if the episode cuts off right in mid-sentence, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I stay so focused sometimes on what I'm doing. I lose track of my time. And this will absolutely not go over an hour without shutting off on me. So we're going to jumble this stuff up just a little bit, and that's fine. We'll go back through it later on, get it all sorted out again and nice and neat looking. Okay. The cement mix. Boy, we have a lot of cement mix, don't we? Nice. That's good. You know, I don't even really need the bandages. I was going to make some better bandages earlier, and then I just never got around to it. So let's dump all of this stuff off in here. Kind of wish the water stacked a little better. I know they do that so you have to manage your inventory space, but it'd be very nice if that water would stack up to I don't know, even 30 is an improvement from the 15, but okay, and that is all that we have space for in that one. You know, our gun space is very empty because we don't have any guns yet, or we haven't collected any to keep yet, at least. So we will dump this canned food in like so. Okay, let me triple check each one, make sure we did not leave valuables in those. Took everything out of the fires. Now we have all delicious meat stew. We got our beakers here. Okay, good there. 0, 0, and 0. You know what? What am I doing? Let's take this clay out. It's only going to take a minute to take that out, so. Okay. We'll put our food. Let's eat a bit of this. Get that wellness kicking. Won't be long, and we'll be able to eat tons and tons of meat stew. You see how easy it is to come across meat. Of course, if you play the game, then you know it's very easy to come across meat. So it is 4 a.m. Boy, we've what we're gonna do, we're gonna wrench these bad boys. I need to get my wrench out. What did I do with my wrench? I think I put it up here. Yep. Boy, she sounds pretty rough. Okay, so one more whack. Well, that's a beautiful thing. You know, now we'll have 5 forges to put down. Beautiful. I don't want to take a chance to break this thing. I think that next hit would actually destroy it with the amount of hit points that was taking off of it. I don't want to do that. Not that they're super precious, but now that we figured out we can wrench these things, it's good stuff. All right. You know what? I just took that thing out and didn't get the clay. No, I took that clay out. Oh, man. See, I shouldn't be doing this so late. Well, we still have 4 forges. That's good enough, I guess. Goodness. All right, well, since I am so scatterbrained tonight, let's double check all of these. Make sure we're not going to lose some supplies in these things. And let's make ourselves a steel axe. Why don't we have a better steel axe than this? We could make one of those things. Where did I put my steel? Did I put it up in here somewhere? I sure did. Give me that steel axe. Boom. Minute and 50 seconds and that axe is... Uh-oh. You know what? We need to get our cement mix out. And we need to go repair... Well, we'll keep her on this end is what we'll do. Because we're going to have several zombies piling in on top of us here. Pretty soon, momentarily. Don't have to worry about it too much. You know, I have that pillar down there that's a little broken, but I'm not concerned about that. They're not going to be able to squeeze through that upper pillar anyway. We could even go up top and take care of them up there, and there you go. Oop, missed him. Oh. What do those ladies have? Bullets on. Not many, but they have bullets. You know what, we'll just take it. We're not going to eat it because I have that meat stew. I want to eat as much of that as I can. Okay, so back to what we were doing before we were so rudely interrupted by the zombies once again. We're going to take this out. We're going to throw our wrench in here. Put our shovel back on our bar. Our axe should be done. Yes, it is. Nice. Nice new axe. Should destroy these blocks very nicely. I wonder how close we are to Miner 69er. Next level. Let's check that out. Alright, 11 levels. Be glad to get that last point. Start two-shotting stone here. We can get a little bit better pickaxe and get that Miner 69er level 5. All right, let's get an assessment of where we're at. Let's dig up here. Yeah, we're not going to mess with that quite yet. Good, good, good. We're going to take these out eventually as well. Okay, it's time to take the storage down. I know this is a lot of work, but it is going to set us up for a good many days moving forward, at least until we can dig a free fall pit or you know, come up with a different base design that works a little better. It's going to hold us over. So bear with me these next episodes as we clear this out. Trying to run a long episode here on this video. We're almost at an hour, and try to get as much of this done as I can in this one episode, so we don't spend too many episodes doing this. And this is some time-consuming stuff here, but while I'm thinking about it, let's check this. So we made this. Now we need grain alcohol. I've not picked a lot of that up. We need murky water and cornmeal, so we're not going to worry about that right now. What we're going to do, folks, is we are going to go get ourselves some oil shale soon. I don't feel like battling the... put iron in there. I do not feel like battling the constant grind of cornmeal and animal fat and all of that. We're just going to go jump to the good stuff, because you can get thousands of oil shale in a very short time and make tons and tons of fuel. This is so painfully slow, but it's going to be very effective once we get it all going. Nice. This is where having friends on your server, instead of like this single player that I'm playing, being on the server and having friends help you out do this. Just say, hey, let's take these blocks out down here, and I'm going to be going over here and doing this, and you can go get some oil shale, and you can split your duties and get everything done much, much faster. Kind of thinking about how I'm going to do this next portion with the storages. I think I have an idea of where I can put the 3 or 4 forges. We really only need 3 forges, but I may put a 4 down. We'll have to see how it looks as far as the space that we have to work with. Also have to worry about support. Want to make sure we have enough support down here to hold everything up properly. There is a good bit of weight up there. All right. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have concluded this episode. We are at the 1 hour mark, and I need to end this. So thank you for watching. Tune back in again to see the base expansion and hopefully completion in the next day or so. We'll just keep on working on it until we get it. But until then, take care, and I'll see you later.